Hi there, Sandra here from Createinspain. Today's card is another prototype I've done. I think this is my fourth now. Because my friend Alison, whom I'm silently cussing at the moment because she put this into my head, she saw a video and it was on a card and you opened it up and you had this profusion of butterflies, and she said, oh, it's really pretty, but it seems to be a lot of faff, and can you possibly make it any easier? And I'm thinking, can I or can I not? And I came up with a different type of base entirely, and I tried it out, did a couple of attempts at that, and that had similar problems. And I was just about to give up on this when I had another brainwave. Or maybe it wasn't a brainwave, we'll find out. I came up with this arrangement. I don't know if you can easily see. I have dashes in here and they're all the same size. I just created a dashed line and used that to do circles. You are not going to see any of the workings, if you like, because I'm going to be putting things through these slits. So the easiest way to do this is actually from the outside and work in. And what I did yesterday was I did this thing, but I was sticking my butterflies onto the surface. And of course that means you get another problem. You've got to try and cover up all the workings. And I thought, you idiot, if you just put slots in, you're not going to see anything, because you simply put a back and a front on here, or put it inside a folded card. So the idea with this is you poke your acetate stripped butterflies through the holes, fasten it at the back with tape or glue, whichever you're using, and carry on from there. So you go from the outside to the inside. You don't have to use all these holes if you don't want to. They're not exactly going to be that visible at the end of the day. When it comes to putting your acetate strips on your butterfly, remember that they are going to be stood up like that, and therefore they're going to go in this direction. So you may not want to put them upright. You may want to put them like that, and then they will go like that. Now I did this before and I just stripped these out of the card because I thought I'm not going to waste them all. I've got them printed, there's nothing wrong with them, and the ends of them aren't going to show at the end of the day. They're going to be hidden. What you want to do is make sure, and on this one I have adjusted the file, but you want to make sure that you don't put anything in the way of that crease. So for example, I've got 3 different sizes of butterfly, and I will be inclined to put my smallest ones nearer the crease, because if that then goes flat, it's got room. If I were to put this one nearer the crease, and I know the stalk on this one is way too long, by the way, for this particular position, that is something you don't want to happen. So you do want to make sure that it is not going to get folded. And this one, in fact, was designed to go in that sort of position. Here we go. I have cleared away the excess butterflies. As you can see, I cut a load more acetate strips than I haven't actually used. I haven't used all the slots that are available to me if I wanted to use them all. I just haven't. But I've got quite a large number of butterflies there, and it's taken a while to put them in. It isn't difficult, that's the great thing. If you're using acetate, you can just thread it through the slot. If it's not quite right, you can adjust it before you glue it in place. I have actually put some glue on the back of here. I've used my hot glue gun to do that. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward. Now in the center, I have put a double piece of acetate with 2 legs. So you can see it's got legs here where it's got tape on, and this one's still got the covering on the tape. And I've done exactly the same on the bottom, and you place it across the fold with the center on the fold. So I've also cut out some larger butterflies. I may decide it could do with a bigger butterfly, I don't know, but I've got it cut out in this size. Right, let's just put some glue on there. Now I've done this in card. I probably didn't need to do it in card, but I did want to make it fairly substantial. There we go. So we have a double-sided butterfly. You will probably see both sides of this one. And then just fold it down the middle, like so. And that is going to go in here. So I need to remove this bit of tape covering. Now my particular strips were probably mostly about 1 centimetre wide. You don't have to have them that wide. I was just using my guillotine to cut them and it just worked out that way. I think possibly a little bit narrower would be better, but you can't really see much of it. And who wouldn't like to actually open up a card like that? For the outside of my card, I'm going to be keeping it pretty simple, but I have my card here, and this is obviously my inside piece with all my butterflies. It actually is pretty good at folding up. Not bad at all. Okay, I did slightly overextend my reach on there, but I was, to be honest, far more concerned with the design, the way that it was going, rather than making sure everything was absolutely perfect in there. So I need to put this into my outer card. So I've put some double-sided tape in there. I'm not taping it all the way around. Not at the moment, at least. And the other thing that I should have done, and I didn't, is make the inside panel slightly smaller. I just left it at A4 and didn't do anything else with it, which, you know, I should have made it very slightly smaller than it was. That's one side in, and then take off the backing tape from the other side. Oh, I didn't get it quite lined up. I normally do this with my head right over it, and I didn't. And it's not tucked into that corner. Oh, the joys of doing things on camera. Right, let's pull this back. And that's that one done. And let's see if I can remove this card from here and reposition it. I think I might just get away with it. I'll have to put some more tape down, I'm sure. I might just get away with it. Yeah, sort of. So here is the finished card, and I'm pretty happy with the way that's come out. So you might notice this is bigger, and that's because I made a complete botch job of lining it up into my A4, and then I thought, why struggle with doing that when you have some pretty cards that you could use and you'd barely have to do anything to it at all. So I have my finished card here. I found this particular card in my stash. It was one of the Aldi collections, and I thought, oh wow, that is just really, that is just it for this type of card. And then I created this heart with the little balls on and have a beautiful day. I did that on my iPad and just did a print and cut on it. So that works out really well. Now this does make my particular card bigger than the A5 size. However, I'm not bothered about that. I'm really not. I do have a certain person's birthday coming up, I think very soon, who would really like that. That is pretty good. So yes, you will find occasionally you might get some butterflies clashing, particularly if you don't fold it very carefully. But if you fold up this middle one in half, which is as it's supposed to be done, and carefully fold them down, you shouldn't get too much of a mess when you open it up. and I don't think there is any way where you can completely obliterate any chance of things that move from getting tangled or clashing with each other. It's just not likely to be possible, but I think most people would accept the risk for a card like that. I'm not even going to bother to trim this down to fit, although that's what I had intended to do. I don't really see the point in doing it in my particular case, but what I will do is I will make this base just a little bit smaller so that you don't have the same problem that it will fit in directly into an A4 piece. So there we go. I hope you like this card, and I will give you a link to the file down below. Thanks so much for watching. Take care now.